Okay, carb cycling, how it works, and why is it superior to the regular diet. Carb cycling is essentially that. You're cycling the carbohydrates during the days of the week, okay? So some of the days you're eating high carbohydrates, another days you're eating low carbohydrates, and so on and so forth, while maintaining the fats and proteins at a steady threshold, right? You're keeping your fats and your proteins where it needs to be. They don't change at all. What does change is the carbohydrates intake you're eating during the week. Every day of the week is different. So for example, when you're there's a lot of flies here. When you're doing, for example, legs and back, which are essentially big muscles in the body, and you're working them out, you want to keep your carbohydrates high on those days, as opposed to the other days when you're only targeting your biceps or your triceps or your deltoids, which are essentially like small muscles. You will keep your carbohydrate levels low. So why carb cycling as opposed to like the regular caloric deficit? So with the caloric deficit, you start to lose weight, right? Because you're below maintenance. You continue to lose weight, until eventually you hit a plateau. That plateau, it just means that your metabolism has been slowly but surely slowing down. So the caloric deficit that you were before is now your maintenance state, where you will hit a plateau, you will not continue to decrease in weight loss. Okay, so your weight will continue to be the same unless you make some adjustments to the caloric deficit. The problem with this is that eventually your hormones will begin to fluctuate, and you will have a more inefficient hormonal profile. Okay, so when you do the carb cycling, what you're essentially doing is that every time you change the amount of carbohydrates you're eating in a day, so it's essentially every 24 hours you're changing the amount of carbohydrates that you're eating, you're resetting that catabolic state that you're actually on, right? Because of being in a caloric deficit. So it will always keep your body guessing, as opposed to the caloric deficit, where you're always in steady, just eating the same amount of food every single day. So with the carb cycling, you completely remove this variable, and your body will continue to lose weight, which is essentially really good for a fat loss. That's why I prefer it to the regular caloric deficit. Now, the only downfall to the carb cycling is the planification of it, right? But if that's not a problem for you and you got the time, that's all the power to you. But for some people, is they stay away from it because you need to be planning which days are you going to consume the high carbohydrates as opposed to the low carbohydrates. So that's essentially what carb cycling is. It's really good diet for losing weight. Just focus on when you're having this, when you train these big muscles such as your legs and your back, which are essentially the biggest muscles in the body. You have your amount of carbohydrates at a higher level than the other days because you need that amount of glucose in order to perform better in the gym. Okay, the rest of the days when you're performing only biceps, triceps, deltoids, and chest, just focus on having the carbohydrates in the low levels. In the description down below, there's a link for a Telegram group, completely free. You can ask me any question that you like, completely free. You can direct message me or in the same group. Ask me the question and I will answer it for you, fitness related, right? Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on social media, and I will see you on the next video.